So, have you guys seen Transformers the last night? No? Well, check it. We start off in jolly old England, again, with the country being attacked by an invading force that needs to be stopped by the Knights of the Round Table. Again. And they say Hollywood is out of ideas. Anyway, we get a pretty good battle scene, and you gotta give it to Michael Bay. Even in a setting like medieval England, he still finds a way to add cool flaming explosions all over the place. Props! Oh, and speaking of props, this is the first movie I get to review that doesn't have a butt ugly coloring. Good job, Michael Bay! Now I just have to do this so that my eyes don't explode from sensory overload. Good job, Michael Bay. Yeah, no. Anyway, the Knights are losing, so their last chance for victory is the Great Wizard Merlin. Only problem is...
he's no wizard.
He's a worthless drunkard.
Oh, God, I'm sozzled. One last nip. We're all gonna die.
Anyway, Merlin goes to a cave and calls out for someone.
Hello! It is I, Conjurer of Spirits, Master of the Dark Arts.
Oh, dark arts, you say? Do you have life insurance? Because I might have the perfect job for you. His call gets answered by an ancient Transformer knight who Merlin pleads to help the Brits in their fight.
I hate to ask, but we need your help. All right, I am what they say. I'm a liar, I'm a charlatan. I've deceived my whole life.
And I don't know how, but I really hope this convinces you to help me. Fortunately for him though, ancient Transformers ran on Windows 95, so he entrusts his magic staff to Merlin, giving him complete control of a free-headed, fire-breathing metal dragon. And somewhere in Westeros, a little blonde queen just came a little. The Knights of course win, and we flash forward just 1600 years later to the present day, where a lot of change is happening, like the aspect ratio. Seriously, take a shot every time these black bars change size from one shot to the next for no reason. Also, have an ambulance on speed dial. But regarding the story itself, since the last movie, Optimus went floating about the galaxy and humans and Transformers started hating each other. For like the 4th time this franchise. Man, humans and Transformers have a less stable relationship than Oprah and her diet. If you got that one, I'm sorry that you're old. Anyway, so Transformers are now illegal across the planet, but they keep coming to Earth regardless.
100 billion trillion planets in the cosmos.
How the fuck do you know? Did you count all of them, or what?
And they choose Earth. Why?
'Cause they're attention whores. Seriously, we make movies, toys, commercials, cartoons about them, and no one ever talks about anything else in these movies. And they love it! Ain't that right, Optimus?
I'm a boss-ass bitch, 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 bitch.
See? He's happy. Now, back in Cuckoo Land, a white kid, a black kid, and 2 Mexican kids walk into a restricted military area. The black kid says,
"Y'all wanna see some dead robots?"
To which the white kid says,
Some dead one over there.
and then the Mexican kid says, "Ay caramba, muchachos! Es un transformador muerto gigante! Arriba!" Anyway, the kids get targeted by 2 army sentinels, but a little Hispanic girl and her minion ripoff save them from the sentinels by tricking them with bottles of muddy water. The American Army! We're ready to keep you safe. The boys tag along with the girl Isabella and her blue pill of cute, Squeaks, which suffers from a bad case of R2-D2-ish that only she can understand.
What happened to your arm? Shot you? Damn it! I'm trying to fix him, but you're being a baby about it, Squeaks. It's alright. You did good.
Wow. You have a big heart. That seems to be working. What's your workout routine?
And that line was so bad that it wakes up the pile of rocks that they were hiding under.
Whoa! It's alright. It's alright. I told ya. Covered. It's canopy.
Let me check something real quick. Canopy. Yep, not from the original cartoon or toy line, so... Poor fool never stood a chance.
No, look at me. Wake up, Canopy! You're gonna be okay. Wake up, look at me. Wake up, Canopy. I'm not leaving you. You're all I have left.
The TRF come after the kids again, but this time they're stopped by the Marky Meister himself, Cade Jaegerbaum, and everyone's favorite Camaro commercial, Bumblebee. He takes the kids to safety, but not before he gives us that main character charm we've come to expect.
Hey, you know there's a reward for turning you in.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. You want to get punched in the face like really hard?
No.
Good, go.
Okay.
Cause nothing is more endearing than threatening to punch a child. Our hero, everybody! Cade goes to check on the wounded Transformer from the ship, who gives him a talisman, some generic cryptic warnings, and then dies. Jaeger then gets caught by the TRF because he's become a wanted terrorist since the last movie.
I don't sell out friends.
Friends, this is an invasion. One day we wake up, they're in charge.
You see anybody in charge? They just keep falling out of the sky. Something's coming. You can't shoot your way out of it.
Ah! What the f- Bad editing! Bad editing! Bumblebee steps in doing his best Iron Man free armor impression, and they have a standoff with the TRF that gets broken up by this guy. Yeah, I haven't seen anything past Transformers 2, so I got no idea who he is, but he and Jaeger agree to walk away peacefully, but not before they tag Bumblebee with a tracker. We then cut to a meeting between important army people who are listening in on our old buddy, old pal, Megatron.
The staff is hidden on Earth, a weapon of ultimate power. We'll find this staff.
Hey, it's the Exposition Station, my favorite radio! Exposition FM. We learned that the talisman that Cade got is necessary to find the Staff of Power, so the army decides that they need to work with the evil Decepticons to get it, instead of talking it over with the good guys. Don't question it, you'll just be putting in more effort than the writers. Meanwhile, Optimus lands back on Cybertron to discover it wavaged than wife was.
I've been waiting for you, Optimus. Come meet your maker.
You are my creator.
Yeah, you know it, boy! Now come and give your pappy a hug! As funny and as product placementy as that would have been, our villain is instead Quintessa, who doesn't get any backstory in this movie, and I don't really care enough to dig into Transformers lore to find out who she is. Suffice to say that she slaps Optimus once, and that's enough to make him evil or something. At the same time, Jaeger activates the talisman, which gives notice to the final player of the game to join the table. Sir Anthony Motherfucking Hopkins!
At last, Cogman, it begins.
Fucking A, mate! A polo game? Ooh, Michael Bay, you adrenaline-obsessed bastard! Meet Vivian, or as I like to call her, Megan Fox 3.0. She's beautiful, smart, independent, and of course, single. Trust me, the movie is not very subtle about it.
Webley! I was quite open.
There's a reason why you're always open.
There's a reason you're always single.
Vivian then goes to her job as the world's most unbelievably hot history teacher, where she holds a class at Oxford about the legend of
King Arthur. Honorable men, brave, muscles sinewed, sweat glistening off their bodies. Sound too good to be true, Poppy?
Meanwhile, Cade goes to a car junkyard where he and the remaining marketable Autobots are hiding from the army. Oh, and there's also this guy.
Is this an Autobot hookup site?
Nah, just go here to dream. Check out that classy chassis. Whoa, look at the junk in her trunk, eh?
Note to self. Never make jokes that bad. Cade is now also taking care of the dinosaur robots left over from one of the previous installments, and honestly, for how stupid and silly this entire scene is, it's actually cute and charming.
Drop the cruiser right now! Serves you right, spit it out!
Yep, charming.
Don't eat cars!
Unfortunately, the plot rears its ugly head in, warning us once again that shit is about to go down.
A Knights of Iacon talisman? There are exactly 7, count them, 7 signs of the apocalypse. And that talisman showing up here is numero uno.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing something like that in church. And the Lord doth said unto him, Be wary of the end of days, for it shall bring war, famine, and giant robots that turn into trucks. To which Abraham turned to the Lord and asked, "The fuck is a truck?" Cade, of course, doesn't care for all of that foreboding, so he walks away to play with his pets, but finds that Isabella followed him and she doesn't want to leave. Nice aim, by the way. Cade tells her to go home, but she threatens to tell everyone where Jaeger is hiding if she doesn't get to stay.
Hey, am I being blackmailed by a 12-year-old?
14.
You know, you're really missing out. Because it's okay to be a kid, little J-Lo.
Little J-Lo? Since when has Jennifer Lopez been relevant this decade? Oh, right, that happened. Never mind. He agrees to let her stay, and we cut to Namibia, where one of 6 giant metal horns is coming out of the ground, leaving scientists all over the world saying, "Durr, I don't know."
Whatever they are. Chinese call them horns from hell.
And the Russians are calling them the boners of death. Note to self. Start a punk band called the Boners of Death. Meanwhile, the army has agreed to meet up with Megatron and free 4 of his Decepticons in exchange for 2 of their soldiers. Meanwhile, our heroes are also powering themselves up. Squeaks has been hitting the gym, too bad on just one arm, and Bumblebee is getting back his voice.
Come on, buddy, sit up. Let's hear it. Your real voice. For the first time, buddy, belt it out.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her.
I'm gonna kill him, B.
I did not.
You know what? I'm not giving up. All right, you're gonna speak with your own voice one day.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Unfortunately, they get attacked by both the army and the Decepticons at the same time.
B, let's move!
Time.
Don't be a hero, Hound! We're out here now!
Hey, wait!
Where is Squeak's missing arm? They follow our heroes to a seemingly abandoned town, and the army sends in some high-tech drones after them. Anyway, our human friends have to fight off the army drones, but the black guy gets shot through a wooden screen. Judges? Yep, he's dead. Anyway, they run into an elevator where they meet a very unlikely character.
Oh my god! A leprechaun!
Who the hell are you?
Leprechauns are tiny, green, and Irish, and that is offensive.
Their meeting gets crashed by one of the TIE fighters, but Cade somehow manages to survive all of this. The robot, Cogman, then picks up Cade and takes him to meet his destiny in England. Meanwhile, Vivian walks out and gets into her car, which of course is a Transformer. With a French accent, no less.
So which bloody bus are you then?
I am Pepe Le Pew. You may call me streetcar because of my desire for...
Back to Jaeger, he is just now arriving in England.
Ah, the White Cliffs of Dover.
What? Was that like a commercial for the British tourism or something? At least pretend like you give a damn. Like this. Welcome to the White Cliffs of Dover. Come now and enjoy the full English experience. Use promo code LASTNIGHT for 10% off your first purchase. So Cade finally meets up with Sir Hopkins, who gives him a lesson on how to give a great performance despite being in a shitty movie.
Yes. You keep a secret for so long, knowing it to be true, and yet deep down inside, you begin to wonder, has my life been wasted? Have you ever felt like that, Mr. Cade?
It's just Cade. Look, old timer, I don't have a ton of patience for riddles right now.
Yes, but you want to know, don't you, dude?
Aw, I wish my dude sounded that cool. And one more for the history books.
What a bitchin' car she is.
Mwah, exquisite. Hopkins plays Folger, the last surviving member of the Order of the Witwickens, and he's brought Cade and Vivian together to help him in his mission.
Does he have to loom like that?
Bonjour, chérie. Je m'appelle Hot Rod.
That's what?
Hot Rod.
That's red?
Hot Rod.
Me poo-poo!
Back to the plot.
These were all my predecessors, the Raw Falcons, and that was my aunt there, my great-great-great-great.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So they go through more exposition and oh my god, would you look at the time! And we still got more than half a movie to go through. I'm gonna have to speedrun through this bitch. Merlin's staff is what can save or destroy everything, and only Merlin's descendants can find and use it. Vivian is one of them.
What a coincidence!
The TRF comes after them, but Hot Rod has a time gun. Cool! Cade and Vivian go to her place to find clues and rip off Austin Powers. Hopkins goes to a library, shushes the entire place.
Shut up! Shh.
themselves.
Swag, and finds a book showing Earth is Unicron, an enemy to Contessa, and that one day one of them will kill the other. And the place where everything will go down? Stonehenge, of course. Hashtag ingenious, hashtag not really. Cade and Vivian find their clue in a pop-up book and leave for the Navy Museum. Car chase in London!
Get out of my way!
Ha! Hopkins flips someone off, and I'm just sitting here wishing for a spin-off movie with just these two. Also, explosive spit! Bumblebee goes epic, they get to the museum, and Hopkins buys the place to yell at tourists.
Off the sub! No! Go on, push! Move your fat ass! Push!
He sets up the other three in a submarine to go after the staff, and he pieces out.
All aboard, don't forget to ride.
Now, submarine chase! And torpedoes, maneuvers, gravity, sucker punch. Sexual tension. Denied! Transformers, cock blocking since 2007. Hopkins says,
"Thank you, dickhead."
And I can die happy now. Vivian walks in on Yeager's fan service shots and she loses it. The old unbelievably hot chick with 3 PhDs and a strong attitude that gets mushy at the sight of a decent set of abs cliche. Classic! They have a forced romantic dinner. Yeah, I'm not going for that one, life's too short. But they find the place where the staff is hidden. Meanwhile, Cybertron is nearing Earth and it rips the moon apart. Judges, yeah, they're dead. Panic, hysteria, fake news! Fast forward. They find Merlin's tomb.
It's a tomb.
Yeah, I just said that, thanks. The tomb rises, they find the staff, and Yeager wakes up an old Transformer knight. I thought I hit snooze! The army comes and it's all pew 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 pew, ra-da-da-da-da-da, swing swing, ah! And then evil Miss Prime shows up. He calls dibs on the staff, but Bumblebee is all like, oh hell no, bitch, where you going? The place rises to the surface where Prime is like, I'm evil! And Bumblebee is like, yo, but check out my real voice though.
Optimus.
The thing goes you don't know. Big shot.
The power of memes compels Prime to be good again. Megatron shows up, steals the staff, and the Knights are going to execute Prime. Cade summons the power of Grayskull and convinces them to give him another chance, maybe some couples therapy. Motivational speech that boils down to, my bad. Blah 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 blah, let's save the day, blah blah blah, let's just nuke the place. Transformers fighting at Stonehenge, too bad the cartoons did it better, and Anthony Hopkins dies!
Of all the Earls I have had the pleasure to serve, you are by far the coolest.
Amen, brother. Amen. Quintessa gets her shit together and the final battle begins. Transformers, Knights, Humans, Cade, Vivian, Isabella, and Squeaks versus the end of the world. Place your bets. Cade gives a speech about standing together for the better of humanity. Plus 10 emotional bonding. Props. Dragon, Pearl Harbor, more Star Wars. 10 out of 10 landing. More Bayhem. Things are going well, but science, bitch, still wants to nuke the place. Pfft, whatever. Epic Dragon, cool entrance, lame one-liner.
Did you forget who I am?
Pfft, whatever. The nukes hit, they don't work. Pfft, Vivian still wants to fight.
It's just dusty old books.
What? What? Gravity, wee, explosions, fighting, epic combo. Wind tunnel, lightning, another lame one-liner.
Sting like a bee.
14 writers worked on this movie. Cool time gun. God, I love that gun. They really went all out with using it. Props! The day is saved, the hero survived, the villains are gone, well, at least until the next movie, and one more speech to send us off.
Our worlds are joined as one.
The end. I actually had fun with Transformers the last night. Most of it ironically, but hey, that's what you expect when you go into this franchise at this point. I think Transformers has officially entered the so bad it's good category of movies, and it fits that role really well. It's stupid, it's silly, it's cheesy and over the top, but a lot of work has been put in the effects to make them look cool, and moments of genuine entertainment and creativity still shine through. It's not a smart movie, but not all movies have to be. So, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do recommend watching Transformers the last night for a fun, laid-back viewing. As far as rating goes, Transformers, for all the jokes and joy your silliness has brought me, I give you 7.
Thank you, dickhead.
Out of 10. Maybe there truly is more than meets the eye with this franchise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.